Hey champions, Arian, Tyson here. Wanted to shoot this video because, something interesting happened earlier today. So on a regular basis, I meet a lot of different people and we have, interesting conversations. And I met this young lady earlier today, and for some reason, people seem to feel comfortable talking to me and divulging their problems. And so she was telling me about some things that she's been going through, and she's been telling me things such as she's had a lot of tragedy recently. She's had a lot of death in her family. She's went through a lot of personal issues, and she disclosed to me that she feels like she's in a funk. And I can relate to that in a lot of different ways because it's been a very trying time, a very trying season, even for me. And so we got to talking, and I was able to encourage her and just remind her that she's not a tragedy. And that's what I want to encourage you today, that you are not a tragedy. You are not your tragedy. You are not the tragedies that have happened in your life. And the thing is, we all have had disappointments. We all have had setbacks. We all have been in situations that we never thought we would find ourselves in. But that does not define us. And the thing is, I'm learning in this period of my life, in this season of my life, to just wear my tragedies as an armor and not as shackles. Because the thing is, circumstances in your life can either break you, or they can make you, or they can build you up, or they can tear you down. And we live in a day and time where people love to hold things against you, or hold things that you might have done wrong or that might have disappointed them. They like to hold that stuff against you, or they love to bring it up every chance they get. And the truth of the matter is, you cannot let that define you, because no one walking the face of the earth is perfect. All of us are flawed. It's just our flaws are not the same. They're not interchangeable, so to speak. But the thing is, a flaw is a flaw, and all of us are flawed. And the truth of the matter is, we have to realize, we got to get to a point, we got to get back to the realization that it's not necessarily up to you how you fall. It really isn't. It's not up to you how you fall. What is up to you is how far you let yourself fall, and how long it takes you to get back up and stand on your own 2 feet. That is what is up to you. Because you will undoubtedly fall. You will undoubtedly be disappointed. You will undoubtedly suffer setbacks. You will undoubtedly have disappointments. You will undoubtedly suffer tragedy. But the only thing that you can control is when you decide to get back up, and how long you decide to stay down. And the thing about this, don't let somebody guilt trip you or make you feel bad for how long it's taking you to grieve, or how long it's taking you to deal with something. I had a conversation with a good friend of mine who is still dealing with the loss of a parent. And as someone who has lost a parent over the last couple years, that's something that you really never truly get over. Because that is a loss that is inexplicable. No matter if they, suffer from something, terminal, or something where there was a long decline, whether it's cancer, whether it's heart disease or anything like that, or whether it was something that was sudden that you just never saw coming. You can never truly prepare for that. It just gets to a point where you don't want to see them suffer no more. If it's something that, something like cancer. But never let somebody make you feel bad for how long it's taking you to process it, because we all got to go through the process until we just get to the point where we say, you know what, it's time to move forward, because that's what they would want us to do. And then finally, I had a chance to encourage this lady. And mind you, we only had like a 5 or 10 minute conversation, but she just felt like divulging her whole story to me. And I just had to tell her that we all are on our own journey. And the thing is, you might be in a place right now where you feel like your journey is hard. And I'm here to encourage you and tell you that your journey may seem hard, but the thing about it is, you got to realize that God or the Most High, whatever you choose to call God, God gave your journey to you. That's why it's your journey. That's why you have to embrace your journey. He gave it to you. And the reason he gave it to you is because he knows. He knows you, and he knows that you can handle it. He'll never put more on you than you can bear. So even when you feel like you're in a situation that just seems unbearable, but you still have the strength to get up in the morning and still be able to press forward, you tap into a strength that you didn't know was in you, then it doesn't become unbearable. It actually becomes bearable. So I wanted to share that with you. No matter what you've gone through, no matter what you're dealing with right now, you are not your tragedy. You are not a tragedy. So with that understanding, it's up to you when you decide to not let your circumstances define you, but let it build you up as you push forward to your destiny. I wanted to share that with you. It was an interesting conversation. I didn't think it was going to go that way, because we was only face to face with each other for about 10 minutes, and it inspired me to shoot this video. So if you got value from it, feel free to leave me a comment. Feel free to share this video. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. And as always in life, you have two choices. You can make moves or you can make excuses, but you most certainly cannot do both. It's yours truly, Arian Tyson, the Moving Motivator, and I will talk to you in the next one. Peace.